Hello humans! So it's 2019, new year, new me. I want to focus my life this year, do the things that I like to do while also boosting my productivity. Will I do it? Not sure yet, let's find out together. I'm going to be using my channel to keep myself accountable for what I'm doing and whether or not I'm accomplishing my goals. If you want to join me in my journey to adulthood, then subscribe to my channel where I hopefully have not given up already. First part of my new journal, at least for me, is the calendar. I've only tried the journal for a couple of months, but I think I'm ready for this. It's important that I keep a record of everything for future use and to stay organized and responsible. I'm keeping this part kind of plain and gray so that the months themselves stand out individually. I like how simple and clean the calendar looks though. I have this one page for the main goals of this year. I'm gonna have recreational goals, goals about money, social goals, and school goals. Pretty much anything that I want to do better this year. It's basically just my resolutions. It's very important not to set up something impossible so that you don't set yourself up to failure. Even though it's good to dream big, make sure that it's also something that you can accomplish within the year. On the next page, I'm putting a quote that I found online. I think it's a really nice quote to just look at the beginning of the year to really realize what kind of person you want to be. It says, "This is the year I will be stronger, braver, kinder, and unstoppable. This year I will be fierce." I really like this quote, and it also honestly just looks really nice on that side of the paper, especially next to my goals page. And yeah, I just really like the way that this part turned out. On the next page, I'm starting with January. I'm doing this quote-unquote fake calligraphy, just kind of widening some of the strokes. I'm not very good at it, but I tried, and then I kind of ran out of space, but that's fine. And yes, I realized I put 2018 instead of 2019, which was an accident, and I do fix it later. And then I added this small little calendar on the left side of the page, just to, it looks nice, and to fill up the page somewhat. So then I made this big calendar on this side. It's for the really big important dates that I'm gonna need to remember. And I also wrote January on the side because, it's January. And it's got Sunday through Monday. And then I just numbered it all the way down to 31. Then I started my habit tracker, but on the left side, I just put follow the plan, and that's where I'm going to put my January goals all together. I didn't want to put anything too fancy there, so I could just write out what I feel like doing for the month. So for the habit tracker, I added a few spaces that I'm going to fill in later with what my habits are. The most amount of time was just making the lines for each individual day, and then my pen started running out of ink, which was not fun. And then the camera unfocused, which is also not fun. But it pulls out pretty well in the end. For my individual days, I put 4 boxes on each page. I have the big spot underneath the one thing, I don't know. I have the day, then I have what am I trying to say? What I'm doing that day, and then there's the mood, and then on the bottom I have some quote for just say why today is gonna be a great day, which I found is pretty nice. I just incorporated the mood tracker into my daily thing, So I also put some stickers on the front of my book because I think it looks really cute. So here's the overview of my calendar. I added some color. I added some green into where those leafy things are because I think it looks really cute. And I also used some gray in the overall. And then here's where I fixed make it 2019. I think it still looks pretty nice. January I went for a icy blue because it's still kind of cold. And I shaded out those extra days that weren't for January. For the habit tracker, I figured all the color is going to be when I fill it out, so I didn't add any other shading into that one. And then I just added color onto the individual days.